last night I told you we needed to get a bit more defensive because many of the themes that propelled us higher last month, you remember that was a huge month, are played out. So what works if May ends up looking more like March than like April? Well, how about Clorox? Probably the most trusted consumer package name in the business. It's a kingpin, a classic recession-proof stock. Also has a fabulous play on the pandemic. If you want to stay healthy, you need to clean and disinfect. You need Clorox. So it's no wonder when the company reported this morning it delivered a spectacular quarter. Even with everyone expecting strong numbers, Clorox did even better, delivering an amazing 22-cent earnings beat off of a $1.67 basis, substantially higher than expected sales, up 15% year over year. Best of all, management dramatically raised its full-year forecast. Rather than a small earnings decline, they're looking at a 6 to 9% increase, and that is very big. The stock rallied 3.36% today on a horrendous day, and I think it's owned by my charitable trust. It's got a lot more room to run. Do not take it from me. Let's check in with Benno Dorer, the chairman and CEO of Clorox, find out more about his quarter and where the company's headed. Benno, welcome back to Mad Money.
Thanks for having me back, Jim.
All right, so Ben, I want to start out by saluting you and thanking you. I know that you could have charged much more. I know that you could have directed this to consumers. I know that you actually did not make nearly as much as you could have, because as anyone who knows who goes onto Amazon, your products are prioritized for organizations on the front lines responding to COVID-19. That's up there. Everybody knows it who goes to Amazon, because I know our viewers went. So thank you. Thank you for doing something that capitalists haven't done for many years in this country.
Well, thank you for recognizing the 8,800 people of Clorox, Jim. And I would, if I may, love to start just by saying that our hearts go out to everybody who's been impacted by COVID-19. And our thanks go out to everybody on the front lines for their heroic work. And might I include our own production associates who, through their passion, dedication, and leadership, made what is a great quarter possible. And what I'm mostly proud of is that it's a great quarter, but delivered the right way. Our core value is doing the right thing, and this is where our core value really comes through. And we've been very clear right from the beginning that our priorities are, number one, to keep our employees safe and well. Number two, to make as many products as possible to meet consumers' demand. And number three, to give back to communities in need. And we have given back about $14 million now with focus on caregivers, because that's where our money right now is needed the most.
All right, so I've got in my hands, I guess, about the most important product in our country right now. I have the Clorox disinfecting wipes, which I carry in a bag everywhere I go. I'm never without them. I think it's foolish to be without them because they kill 99.9% of bacteria. But I have to ask you, because I'm trying to figure out how your business works. You know that we may be in this pandemic for 2 years. If you were to have unlimited capital, could you put up unlimited number of plants and make it so we all have this? Or are there gating factors that make it so you can't ever meet worldwide demand, no matter what, for what I'm carrying?
I think we're in uncharted territory, all of us who are now in spaces that see this unprecedented demand. We saw demand surge in some of our disinfecting categories by 500%. And no supply chain in the packaged goods industry is currently set up that way. But I'm very, very proud of our production associates. As I mentioned, we have churned out 40 million disinfecting products more this last quarter than in the previous year quarter, for an output increase of 40%. And we've done that by simplifying our supply chain with great partnership with the many retailers that we serve. We have done this by accessing third-party supply. And, you know, we still fell short, but we're making an enormous amount of progress to continue to bring capacity online. We're investing in future capacity so that we're, better equipped to meet the demand in future surges, hopefully. And we expect to be in a much better shape with substantial improvements this summer.
Clorox is not necessarily known for its an international footprint, but its brand is trusted worldwide. Could you, given the fact that this is a worldwide pandemic, could you put a plant in every continent?
It's certainly a priority for us to look at the disinfecting space going forward. I think, and many people think, and data supports that we're going to see disinfecting products on consumers' minds in more pronounced ways than in the past for a very long time. So that gives us an opportunity to serve more consumers. In our international business, which accounts for about 15% of company sales, more than 50% of our revenue comes from disinfecting products, which is why we saw a 22% currency neutral sales increase on the international business, with a lot of great work by our associates to meet consumers around the world. And we think there is a clear opportunity for us to think about how we can serve more consumers by adding capacity and investing in that. And we have plenty of room to invest in that and will do that. And by marketing our products in responsible ways as a way to help shoppers around the world keep themselves and their families safe.
So what do you do when the person who is in charge of trash bags comes to you, or the person who's in charge of charcoal comes to you and says, look, I know you've got this winner, but I need to get supported too. I mean, I've got great products. One of my competitors just took a big account from me. Do you just say, look, we've got a product that you can't meet demand and everything else is just on hold, or do you have to support everything?
No good idea gets rejected at Clorox, and we have plenty of good ideas, which is why we saw substantial growth actually also in our non-disinfecting business. All four reporting segments, the cleaning segment being one of them, which is where disinfecting products sit, all four segments grew this last quarter. And it's because we saw a lot of momentum behind our core business as well beyond the pandemic, and we invest in that. I hear a lot about companies investing less in their brands these days. The Clorox company will invest $50 million more in advertising, sales, promotion in the back half of our fiscal year, because we believe that this is a time to serve as many consumers as possible, not just with disinfecting products, but also as people grill more as they stay home. They use more Hidden Valley as they stay home. They use more Glad trash bags as they stay home. So there's plenty of optimism for us in our company and plenty of opportunities to invest in good ideas.
Are you able to reposition or fix? I know because you can't be all that happy with the Rainbow Light, also Renew Life. There are things that you have to do. I think these are great products. I use more supplements than I ever have in my whole life because of this. And I'm a little confused about why this stuff isn't blowing the doors off. I use it. I guess maybe I'm the only guy sometimes when I read it. I feel like it feels that this stuff makes me help me out to deal with this pandemic.
No, you are not alone. I myself use a lot more vitamins, minerals, and supplements as well. In particular, supplements that boost the immune system, and we have many of them with several of our brands, including Calm and Rainbow Light, are actually growing very strongly. For the quarter, we had a temporary displacement because we had a COVID-19 related worker shortage with one of our fulfillment centers. Okay. But fundamentally, it's a healthy business. And in March, in fact, we had all-time record demand from our customers. We just couldn't fulfill it as a result of an issue that is a pretty broad scale across the industry, where COVID cases create temporary issues. But this is a category that we like, and a very strong long-term growth runway for the Clorox company for years to come.
All right. Well, look, thank you for everything you've done. Thank you for your stewardship of a great American company, and for your decision to help many more people and not be the way I've seen too many CEOs in my lifetime. Benno Dorer, Chairman and CEO of Clorox. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, Jim.
Well, look, I own it. Don't trade this. Nobody's back into the break.
Don't miss a second of Mad Money. Follow @Jim Cramer on Twitter. Have a question? Tweet Cramer. #MadTweets. Send Jim an email to madmoney@cnbc.com or give us a call at 1-800-743-CNBC. Miss something? Head to madmoney.cnbc.com.